lines on the lane of the road. But there's also psychoacoustics and energy distribution.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Plug out there on the desert. Old Motor Mouth got my ears now. He's got his antenna pointed right at mine. Mr. Plug out there in the desert, 445. Have a good day. I'm going to get off this key, and Motor Mouth is got my radio. Bye-bye-bye.
Reverb or whatever, but you need to have multi-band compression. You need to have control over everything. You need to have control of the overshoots. You got to have some look-ahead processing. And it's tricky, so there's a lot more in painting the picture. It's like a canvas.
About 30 years old.
Some oil paints and some brushes to a 2-year-old, and you can get a very same brush and the same brushes.
Send you way up in there. 81414, keep doing what you're doing.
You're going to get two different kinds of art. You know, who's to say which is right or wrong, but they're definitely different. So, anyway, yeah, it takes a lot to get there, but you know, I got to hand it to everybody out there who's doing something different because it's making the hobby that much more fun. But I do appreciate you letting me know you got me into about 40 over 9. You went to either side on either channel on above and below, and you didn't hear me. And I'm 40 over 9 in your radio with wide audio. So I tell you what, that's a plus. And I appreciate you letting me know that that's the case. Because that's what I'm setting out to try to achieve. There's always going to be a little something at some signal strength. But, yep, that's what we're trying to do over here on this end. Anyway, all right, let me get back on the side, read the mail for a little bit. Like I said, I don't want to get out here and tie up the frequency. I didn't mean to do that. And I already had my 3-minute timer go off twice. And then I'm working on another one now, and I don't want it to go off again, so Motor Mouth Mall gonna pull this little President Richard back out of the middle of the road and get back on the side. Radio station Motor Mouth Mall cruising. They got down right there, breaker.
Yeah, on this Mobile, we're trying.
Hey, it's getting rough, low rider. It's getting rough, man. It's good to know that I'm out there by myself right about now, but you know that don't last long. Low rider out there in the Carolinas, Mr. B.U.D. in the desert of Las Vegas. I'm gone.
Out there, you got shopping, start, stop, square pants, and social signs. Bring it back.
Hey, 445. Hey, 445, you gonna come out to Walmart and have some coffee and donuts with those 001? Come on, 445. Come on out to Walmart and have some coffee and donuts with me. I'm gone.
I heard that 001. Hey, I can't do it today, man. I got to go get my mom at church and take her home, and we're going to have some cookout with my grandchildren today. 001. Have a good day. Appreciate it. A41, you said my dog.
Right. Yep, Roger. I got 1414 coming up, and they're talking to SpongeBob SquarePants. Let me get my knees up in the breeze. Say 73s to you, and definitely appreciate the bump down in the world of sound. You're right. There's a difference between well, everyone's, like you said, everybody's voice is different, and they should sound like their own individual selves. It's okay to have wideband. It's okay to have studio sound. It's okay to do, but you got to have your own personality, your own sound, your own nuances in your voice need to be, expressed somehow. And so anyway, I don't know. That can be a whole other can of worms. Anyway, have a good one. I'm gonna get back on the side. A1414. Take care out there, 7-3s, and tell us a bunch Bob SquarePants I said hello. And oh God, I'm at a loss for the handle. Crap. Sorry about that. I just had a brain fart.
Man, I think you said Georgia. I might be wrong. See, I thought I got it all. Mother Nature funny. I'm gone.
How about your 454 Disco Kid? How about that 454 Disco Kid in them backwoods? Countryboy and around the barn.
Yeah, 10-footer, go roper. Yeah, my vacuum tube between my ears lost the vacuum. I think I got a... Hey, go roper. I think I got a vacuum between my ears, Brayden.
She's flipping again. 454 Disco Kid. You have a beautiful Sunday. Mr. BUG in the desert. I'm going to stand by.
You got that right there. See, there's a difference between propaganda and propagation. Ain't no doubt about that. There's a big difference between propaganda and propagation. You got that right. I like that. And see, the Watergates, I think, speak for themselves. Because I gate and put on YouTube everything that's happening in my radio. And when I'm on the road out there talking, well, I'm talking to my radio, real world talking to my radio. At the same time, there are other people making gates. And you can line the gates up. You can superimpose them, one on top of the other, on top of the other. And you can see at the very same time, what's his name over there in Northern California is talking about me doing something that I'm not even doing. And his followers are believing it, you know, and he can say what he wants, and they all follow him, you know, like sheep off the edge of a cliff, and it's all good, but you know, the reality is the reality, and I definitely like that. It's all about propaganda versus propagation, and I'm all about propagation. Not just about the propagation of the RF and all that stuff, but also about propagating proper engineering techniques and getting away from CB wives' tales and trying to run a CB radio the way you would run a commercial broadcast station with a little bit of a twist. I mean, obviously the audio is a little bit over the top, but it's still driving between the lines to break.
Hey, Mama, tell Joe Rupper, I got both. I got propaganda and propagation. Tell Joe Rupper, 445 says I got them both. 445, reading them out. They call me Bug in the desert. How about your 445?
Wait, 289. Get some low up in there. You're 10-4 on the latest BBI.
Hey, Countryboy, I heard you in there. That old motor, he got my friggin' ears back here. Hey, Countryboy, I heard you in there. 445 back here reading this mail.
You do. Ain't no doubt about that. 289, Motor Mouth Mall, your West Coast beast. Right there, right now, you got it. Hey, Goat Roper, I heard you up in there by 289, rolled up in there with some authority there, Brayden.
Yo, Mr. Green, it's so calm, cool. I like that. I like hearing them kind of things. I like those flowers. Mr. 841. You just walked up in my radio, shut it all. I'm Bug. Mr. Green.
289 while you smoke.
Good morning up there, Mr. Green. Sorry about that. Oh. Hey, Mr. Green in the Evergreen. 445. Trying to get away from this squeal. Mr. Green in the Evergreen. 445 waving at you. Good morning. Sounding good.
So I jumped in there. Come back out Mill Road because I missed a little bitty station out here on the west side of Cincinnati. We'll do it again. I'm going to sit back and listen to your talk show, 289 Illinois, back in the bush.
Little bitty station with a great big audio. 289. Did you hear that? I hope you heard that because you're smoking over here in the break.
Oh, because you in the west? You in the east? I'm in the west. 841 out there in Birmingham, Alabama. You doing your natural born thing. You know Mother Nature's about to change. She about to change. So let me get my rubber in the breeze. Get my rubber in the breeze. Keep on rolling. Ease and breeze. Whatever you say. Mr. 841, they call me Bug. 73s, man. Keep the family safe. Enjoy the rest of this weekend. And get the new week started. 841. I'm getting along with it. Mr. BUG in the...
10 for the 289. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, well, go Roper Keat up from Arkansas. He said, he ain't got no little bitty station. Oh, man, I'll tell you what. You both smoking. I can hear you both up in there real good. But that 289, yeah, you got to smoking. Keep on in doing what you're doing over there. Appreciate you bumping in here from Illinois, looking around the central coast of California. 289, Goat Roper, and the station I was talking to a little bit ago about the bandwidth and the bleed over and the proper engineering stuff. I feel like a doggone cracked vacuum tube because I done forgot the handle they're breaking.
I'm gonna end this on a real good note. I'm gonna do it like that. 841, I'm gonna do it like that. I can do it like that. 841, Mr. BUG, I'm down.
Hey there,
Alright there, Mr. BUG. Hey, Mr. Bug. Mr. BUG out there in the desert. 445, Mississippi. Hey, you sounding good out there, man. I just bumped this radio's transmitter down to let you know. Mr. BUG, you sounding good out there on the west side today. 445 east side. On top of my hill at the Ponderosa, waving a hand.
I figured that's why I built the antenna that I built that has the beam width and the the bandwidth that I built. You know, I didn't want to be locked on 27025 all the time in my previous antenna designs. Most of them are all.
You always gotta go on casino. 841.
This time I figured I'd roll it a little bit this year.
They trying to go. I'm gonna hit it again. They call me Bug in the desert, and I'm gone. Alright there, Mr. Bug. Hey, Mr. Bug, you tell that 841 445 way down him that you could pass that 5 for 445. Hey, Mr. BUG out there in the desert, 445 Radio Man, Mississippi. Hey, have a good day, Mr. Bug.
4300, yeah, I know Bullet Bob and 766, they're rivals, they're going to pick each other.
14.
I think 766 doesn't think of me as a rival, but he's concerned about me because he mentions me a lot in the same channel. You know, they're closer together and they really are rivals. They have different, they got similar outputs, or whatever it is, close to it anyway. I don't even know what 766 runs, and I don't care. But they are close, they are rivals. I just happen to share the band with 766, but I'm down here in Santa Maria, and he's up there in Sacramento, or near Sacramento, so we're far enough away, we have different conditions. I shouldn't really be a concern to his. But I know that two of them, they put a hammer down hard against each other, Brayton.
Break out the knife, we need one.
599 around Disneyland, trying to get out, and do the scream and shout.
Looking to 4300, likewise. Blessings, good graces all the way around your place. And good to hear you up in there. Smoking as usual. Keep on with the keeping on. And hello, Red Mustang. I heard you were up Motor Muff Mall waving and stepping. Have a good day, 4300. I'll see you.
88 Central Arizona waving.
Always eat jelly filled donuts together. Who's that?
747. Have a good day, old mountain man. I just quit.
Ground plane up here.
Morning time to you, 445. Good morning time to you, 445. For the West Side Wave, 188 Southeast. Good morning time to you.
Peters is working, ain't no doubt about that. Good to hear you up in there. Been a long time. A long, long time. Well, Mother Nature being mighty kind. And check this out. I got y'all up in here.
My BYU, me and these old two nasty 800-pound gators got down.
There you go, 435 while you're all up in there in fine style. Motor Mouth Mall, cruising. I got down, breaker.